Hello, Aries Collective. This is Grand Madam. This is the evening edition. I have been sharing workspace with the family, and looks like I got bumped off to the night shift. I'm not used to this, but here we go. This video is going to give us the status of the Aries couple's reconciliation after a third party affair has ended. I'm starting off with the Dark Goddess deck. I will, for clarification, use the after deck, and to round it up, I'm going to use my deck, the reunion after cheating deck. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled 4 cards from the Dark Goddess deck. They are Baba Yaga's Loss, Uzume's Persuasion, Madame Brigitte's Redemption, and Goddess Hell's Concealment. So I will clarify those. Hopefully, if I can use one card, that'll help speed things up. So let's see. We're going to look at the loss. Well, we know pretty much what the loss is from Baba Yaga's perspective. Oh, I'm sorry. The bottom of the deck is temptation. Okay. Now, let's get this started. It looks like I'm still making adjustments. One moment. I'm going to have to move this back a bit. There. So, Spirit, give us a card for loss. With Mercury in Cancer moving directly now, some things have changed, and some of those changes were drastic, and that's after the reconciliation. So that's why I'm doing these cards tonight. So how are you this evening, this morning for some? In my part of town, or in my part of the world, we've been having a heat wave with 100-degree temperatures for an entire month now. I hope you can stay cool and stay healthy. One more shuffle, I promise. Okay. So, Spirit, give me a card for loss. Yeah. And the loss was 8 of Cups, emotional detachment. So the two of you or one of you has completely emotionally detached, if not walked away from the situation. Now we're going to move over to Uzume's Persuasion. What is persuasion about? Persuasion. Someone was persuaded to do a lot of giving and receiving very little for what they were giving. You see that? The Six of Pentacles is a card of balance. But in readings like this, balance is needed in the relationship. So it should be give and take, but use the gentle art of persuasion to accomplish that. And it should be a little easier since you have emotionally detached from the third party situation. That means it's not bothering you. You don't care. Somebody doesn't care right now. Okay? So renegotiating with each other should be a lot simpler. Definitive word is should be. Okay? Now we're moving over to Mama Brigitte's Redemption. Come on. All right. Now, this is Nine of Pentacles. This is the card of the single and independent person. Someone wants to be single and wants to be out of the relationship now. And for some of you, because of the affair, because you were left behind, you've come into your own power. That means you are feeling self-confident, you've gotten your money together, and you're standing tall as an individual now. You're whole. It is your choice whether to continue with the reconciliation or to move along, because you are no longer the same person you were during the affair, before the affair also. Now you're a totally different person. Also, with Mama Brigitte's redemption, it's time for amendments, not amendments. Well, I guess that's what you call them. It's time for redemption. In other words, it's time to say I'm sorry. It's time for forgiveness. And for some of you, it's time for compensation. Okay. So the next card we're going to clarify is concealment. What is the concealment? What is concealment, Spirit? And remember, we're looking at the energy surrounding the reconciliation. One more. That's it. I lied. I get to shuffle it, and when I think I only need one more shuffle, Spirit will say, "Oh no, one more shuffle after that." Okay. There is a concealment going on because someone has chosen not to choose. As a matter of fact, someone refuses to make a choice, and that's problematic for reconciliation. For some, the affair partner and the primary partner are still vying and competing. For others, it's a matter of, should I stay? Should I leave? Or I just don't even want to think about that right now. I've got so many other things on my plate. I just don't know what to do. Okay, so that's what that's about. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands, but in this after deck, it is negotiation. A truce has been called, and now it's a time for negotiations. So I'm going to put those up there. Now, this is terrible. I don't know the exact name of the cards I created. Oh, the reunion after cheating deck. Okay, simple. Here they are. Here are my babies. Now it's going to be what needs to be said and what conditions should be established for a successful reconciliation. Okay? So, Spirit, for the Aries couples who have reconciled after a third party affair, what needs to be said? What are the conditions that need to be had right now? Ooh, that was messy. Spirit said two more. Almost did it again. One. And watching the time here. What needs to be said are the conditions. Save yourself, not your marriage or your union. Yeah. What did we just call it? The one who cheats, who cheated. I refuse to choose, which is a decision in itself. It's a choice. It's a choice. So basically, the one who cheated is holding your heart as hostage, and the heart of the other person's also. And yet they claim they don't know what to do. Compassion for the cheater. Why compassion for the cheater? Because they're going through the emotional changes of guilt, shame, and how could I have been so stupid? What was I thinking? They'll never trust me again. Do they really want me? Do they really want this relationship? Do they really want this reconciliation? All that's in the mind of the person who did the cheating. Okay. And now we have the person who's been cheated on, along with the person who did the cheating. I'm shut down. One more card. Oh gosh. And this is why the cheater is shut down, because the one cheated said, I can't stand the sight of you, but I still love you. So there's a lot of things going on here. Now, even though the first card says save yourself and not your marriage, the choice is still yours. There is something called a fair recovery, and that's where couples go to receive counseling, because it's reconciliations after something like that, a third party romantic affair, are extremely difficult. And they're difficult because the one who's cheated on is being triggered by anything that reminds them of the third party affair or the third person. For the one who did the cheating, all the emotional upheavals, the depressions, the aches and pains of the betrayed, the ones they betrayed, impacts them directly now. They've got to figure out how to live with that. And it is not a case of, I love you, I'm sorry. That just doesn't work. Not in this case. So, I'm grabbing the Moonology deck here. Let's see what the Moonology deck has to offer. And then I'm wrapping this up. This is a short one, folks. They're all going to be short. So, come on. Now, oh yes, and then there is the fear of being cheated on again. New Moon in Scorpio says, work through your fears. Full Moon in Pisces says, balance spirituality with practicality. And the Cardinal Moon says, be bold and make the first move. And you know what that first move is better than I do. Oh, how could I forget this? New Moon in Gemini, communication is the key. Okay? So, pretty much that's the status. That's the energy around your reconciliation right now. It's probably very early in your reconciliation, but you can get through this if you choose. If you choose to leave the situation, of course you have that privilege to do so. It's called free will. This is Grand Madam, and I'm wishing you both much love.